This essay is about a friend of mine by the name of Frank Martinez. He and I live in the same subdivision, and one of the things I like about Frank is he's kind of the guy that will go the extra mile for you. I mean, he, he makes a special effort. And the first time I met him was a couple winters ago, and I was stuck in the snow. As the snow drifted, it rained the night before, then it froze that night, and then it snowed in the morning, and I got stuck in this drift, and my wheels just went going. And he was on his way to work, and he turned and was going down the road to exit the subdivision, and he realized that I was behind him on the road, and he turned around, came all the way back, and said, "Can I help you?" All dressed up for work, he gets out of his car and pushes my car into the main part of the road so I could go. A couple years after that, I had to make some changes in my will, and there were some issues about overseas transfer of money and things like that, and it was a mess. But each time we were confronted with a problem, or each time he was confronted with a problem, he just kept on working and working and working to resolve that issue. So that's kind of the backstory. Ginger, who has inflammatory bowel disorder, has some medical issues, and she's taking a handful of prescription drugs every day. And I want to do whatever I can for Ginger. But one of the things we've done ever since I've had her is to walk around the lake. But Ginger has the strange tendency to walk when she's out sniffing around really close to the ground. And she will go, just running this way. And if you're not watching all the time, she will pick up things. Sometimes things like dead mice or newborn small baby rabbits, and then return them to me as if it's tribute to me or something. But the thing that she really loves most of all, since we live on a lake, there's a lot of geese around and there's a lot of poop around, and she will go after goose poop all the time. And finally, I got a e-collar, which is will either give you the dog a little shock or it will vibrate the collar if you click a clicker, and it's synced with the collar, and it's a way of calling her attention. Don't do that. And I've had this clicker for almost as long as I've had Ginger. And just last weekend, I was near his home early in the morning, and I don't know what I did, whether I was letting her off her leash so she could run up the hill. I don't remember. But I do know, because when I came home, I couldn't find the clicker. And obviously, I dropped it someplace around the lake. Next day, I got a telephone call from Frank, and he started with, "Do you?" He didn't have to go more than one or two words in that sentence before I started thanking him. I knew he found it. He not only found it, but he posted something on a web page around here called Nextdoor, and asked whether anybody had lost one of these clickers for a collar. And a person who lives in the subdivision by the name of Jody said, "I don't know, but it might be Campbell's and collar for Ginger." So that's kind of the tribute to one of the guys who I really admire, who goes the extra mile. But it is also a parable for each one of us. We need to help our neighbor. And everybody in this world is our neighbor. So appreciate your time watching and listening to this video and listening to or reading about my tribute to Frank. But Frank can be an example for all of us. We all need to go the extra mile. So appreciate your time. Take care and ciao.